Hello everybody, this is David Gillum and this is my web dev channel. Today I'm going to talk about turning form radio buttons into star ratings. If you take a look over here, I have just a little basic setup of a form. We have your stars that are clickable. If you click, as you can see, if you click 5 stars, the 4 before it are highlighted also. And I'm just going to show you a little quick tutorial on how to actually achieve this. Get those star ratings submitted through your form, and voila. Alright, just going to go ahead and delete the file, start fresh. Okay, you want to start with a basic HTML template. I am using Atom as my editor. I like Atom, and I also like brackets, so I go in between both. So choose whatever you like. There's Sublime out there and things of that sort. So let's give this page a title. So just name it Review Stars, and body tag H1 reviews. Alright, refresh that. Okay. So, starting fresh. Alright, first thing I want to do is you need two things. I want you guys to either download or just use the CDN of FunAwesome and jQuery. So, right now I'm going to list the CDNs, the link on the bio, so you guys will have that. So, first we'll put in the jQuery CDN. Usually I like to download and put them in my projects, but since this is just a quick tutorial, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to use the CDNs. Yeah, I normally don't use the CDNs because you never know when they can go down. Alright, let's link. Style sheet. Href. Alright, save. Refresh. Alright, so they both should be in there. I have jQuery and I have FunAwesome. Alrighty. If you're wondering what FunAwesome is actually just a database full of icons. I love using FunAwesome. They're actually coming out with a new one pretty soon, but right now I like to use the basic FunAwesome instead of looking around or finding a graphic designer to create your font. So, alrighty, let's make the form. Alright, inside that form I'm going to have, what am I going to have? Alright, let's create a label, if I can spell. Label, let's say name, the input, type, text. Yeah, I guess I can't spell today. Let's go ahead and copy. Right now I'm just getting a little basic startup. Let's go name, let's say title, type text, name title. I'm not going to go crazy and add a bunch of attributes to the form or the inputs. I'm just going to have the basic things going just to give a little demonstration. But description, change this actually into a text area. Same description. Alrighty. As you can see here, I have my form. I have 3 labels, and I have 2 input fields and a text area. For this lesson, labels are going to be very important for your ratings, your star ratings. As far as just the name and title, it's not really important. You can usually I use placeholders for that, but let's see, placeholder name, placeholder title. Let's see, should I say, make it sound more professional. Enter title, enter name, save. While the placeholders are inside, I like it. It looks cleaner with placeholders, but nothing wrong with labels. Alright, let's do some a little bit of styling just to have the form looking a little better. So inside my head, let's create style tag. You have some style. Alright, let's look at my form. Let's make it width of 70% and have it centered with margin auto. Next, let's make the labels and the inputs and the text area. Let's make that display block with 100%. And what else do I need to do? And let's give the text area some height. Let's go minimum height, just so they can readjust it. Let's go 250 pixels. Let's go ahead and save, and we have a basic setup of the form. Alright, let's get into the good stuff, which are your ratings. So I am going to create a unordered list inside of my form. UL and my unordered list will have 5 list items for 5 stars, and inside those list items I want a label. Let's just put in label for right now inside the label, or let's just say title. And then we have an input type radio name, will be ratings, ID will be rating 1. Alrighty, so inside my list I have 1 list item so far. I have a label and a input with a radio type, and someone's texting me. But anyways, if you guys don't know about radio buttons, to group them together, each radio button has to have the same name. That will say they're grouped. Just like if you have yes or no, you don't want the user to be able to select yes and no. If they're grouped together, it's either or. So it's either going to be yes or it's either going to be no. Along with 5 stars, it's either going to be star 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But anyway, I want to show you how these labels work for the input tag. Anyway, alright, you could do this 1 or 2 ways. You can put the input tag inside of the label, or you can give the label a attribute named for. So basically this is saying this is the label for, and you use the ID of the radio button. So label for rating underscore 1. So this is saying, hey, I belong to rating underscore 1. And refresh. And basically now I can just click the label to initiate the button. Alrighty. So like I said, I want 5 of those. So let's create 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's rename. Remember again, they all have to have different IDs because we need the labels to correspond to them. Yeah, so they can have different IDs, but they have to have the same name. Alrighty, so let's save and see what happens. Alrighty, so I have a list of 5 radio buttons. I either can select the radio button or I can select the actual label. And let's just take it a little step further and just say, I didn't even end my input. Oopsie. Anyway, let me just put this in there. Value, let's go 1. Right now I'm just putting in the value. I'm not going to do anything with it, but basically what would happen is once you select the button, you put your name in, your title, and your description, and you hit submit, you'll see that your post data or your get data, depending on what you're doing, will have the value number of the list item that you selected. And my code is all over the place today. Okay, there we go. Now it's all good. Alright, refresh. That's just, it's going to be the same thing. Alright, now I'm going to give the list item a little bit of styling. Let's go up to my style and let's go UL. Let's just make sure the padding is 0 and the margin is 0. Next will be the LI. Let's go list style type. None. I don't want any bullets. What else do I need? Display. I want them to be inline block. And let's give it a margin of 10 in between each. I'm also going to change the, actually let's keep it like that for now. Okay. Then I'll figure it out later. Alright, save. Now we have the radio buttons listed horizontal. Alrighty. Now this is when I use FunAwesome. And what I did was I went to icons and I typed in icons and I typed in star, and they have a full star, they have like a star with the outline, half stars, different things you play around with, but for right now I'm going to use full star. Go ahead and just copy that, and instead of the label title, I'm going to replace them all with stars. Alrighty. Bam bam. Alright, as you can see here, now, see we're getting there, Now, all of the radio buttons have stars on top of them. Alright, let's do some more styling. Say, let's make the stars, I don't know, I'm going to do something crazy. Let's go with like yellow, because I never use yellow stars. So let's just check that out. Yellow stars, get a text shadow. What do I want? Let's give it a creepy shadow now. Okay. 2 pixels, 2 pixels. Let's go gray. And then font size 25 pixels. I'm writing the important because I'm overriding the FunAwesome's. Usually you don't have to do this if you download it and everything like that, but since it's the CDN, you have to override the font size. But alrighty, let's click that, and here we go. Yellow stars. Got the little shadow behind it just to make it look a little better. And let me see, actually, let me change it up a little bit. Let's make it white. Yeah, let's let it hover yellow. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, sorry. Alright, white stars. And let's create the color yellow. Alright, so when I hover over the list item, which happens to be stars, it turns yellow. Alright, next I am going to create two classes for my list items. Both of those classes will turn the star yellow, and I'm using this so when I get into the jQuery, and you'll see what happens. So let's just make the ULLI dot, let's name this class active, and let's have another class ULLI dot secondary active. I know it's a long class name, but well. Alright, color yellow. Alright, there's that. And then now, refresh, nothing's changed. You highlight yellow, but what happens when you click, you notice that the radio buttons are getting clicked, but you're not seeing the stars stay highlighted. And that's when I'm going to get into jQuery, and also I'm going to show you how I use the classes. Yeah, I have a Facebook notification. Woo! Alrighty, let's see. First I'm going to hide the radio button. Display none. And I forgot something here. There we go. Alright, display none. And voila. Your radio buttons will still work and will be activated, but the user will not see what's going on. So now let's get into the jQuery. I'm going to create a script at the bottom. Alright, let's say on the list item, on click, you can use on, or you can use the jQuery function click. I like using on because you never know if you want to do on hover and click. I don't know, but I just usually use on. So on click, function, I can't spell, again, okay, function. Alright, so on click, what I want to do is add the active class to the item that you clicked. So basically you're saying, when I click, I want to add class active to my list item. And once I add the class active to my list item, then my CSS will see, hey, ULLI.active. We want to turn that yellow. So let's refresh. And once I click, bam. And if I inspect it, that LI is now active. So now you're wondering, wait a minute, it doesn't go away. So we have to do some logic thinking. So let's say when the person clicks, we want to get each LI. Oops, don't know what the heck that was. Okay, each LI, make sure we remove the class first. Active. Okay, so let's refresh. Bam, bam. So basically I'll click, it'll remove it from there, and click again. Alright, almost there. One more thing. Alright, as you can see is that, hey, it's working. They're getting clicked and it's getting highlighted, and it'll deselect the other one and highlight the new one. But I want it to be more user friendly and tell you, hey, you have 3 stars highlighted instead of, hey, you have that 1 middle star highlighted. So I have another class here, as you can see, the secondary active. So when a person clicks, you want that clicked item, and we want to say, we're going to use the jQuery function called previous all. So basically it says everything before that item you click, I want to add the class of secondary active. Alright, so bam, 1, 2, as you can see it's highlighted, and then we're running into that same problem of why aren't they deselecting? Is because just like before, we have to remove that class on each item. Remove class. I guess I could join them together and both remove class, but oh well, let's just stay active. Alright, so save and refresh, bam. So if I click, there we go, and then I'll remove the class. So if you have 3 stars highlighted, you have 1, 2, 3, and the person can actually see it, you know, the effect of it happening. And these are actually activating the radio button. So once the form submits, the value of the radio button gets submitted with the form. And that's all. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you need any help or any more tutorials, let me know. Again, my name is David Gilliam, and thanks for visiting my channel, and please subscribe. Thank you.